Welcome everyone to another episode of Allergy Smart TV. I'm your host, Aaron Dwyer. Today I want to talk about, following on from last week's episode on food allergies and anaphylaxis in schools, is what do we use to help us when we're at the school. And today I just want to briefly show you two things, and they are, and everybody who is diagnosed with this condition should have one of these. And this is a medical alert bracelet. This is the sports variety with the sports band, and you can get them with the chains, or you can hang them around your neck. I've got a colleague of mine who's in his 40s, and he wears the chain around the neck. He's allergic to penicillin. But these medical alert bracelets, I don't know if you can see this. I'll try and bring it in a little bit closer. But this is from an institution that records your condition, keeps it on a database, and ambulance officers and medics are trained to look for this symbol and look for this on your body should they be called out to a scene. So they're trained for this, and they look for this because on the back of the emblem, the back of the plaque, you probably can't see this, but there's some text on there. It's either engraved or etched onto the thing. In this case, it's allergy, anaphylaxis, eggs, dairy, and nuts. So that's what our son, and he wears this whenever we go out, not just to the school. If we're going in the car, he has this on, because if we're in an accident and the mum and dad are incapacitated for whatever reason, and the ambulance officers get there, they're not going to know. If everybody's unconscious for whatever reason, they're not going to know. They'll look for this on anybody first before they administer any drugs or any sort of or anything they might do. They always look for this, which is a medical alert symbol. Now, there are on the market some normal bands that you can get, just the normal wristbands that you can buy, that in a roundabout way tout that you should be wearing their bands and not one of these. And I'm telling you now, you want to get one of these if you haven't already got one. So do a search online for medical alert and you'll find them. I may even put a link in today's post for this, so I'll link that up. I want to also show you this. It's a bum bag. Very simple, plain. We don't want to draw attention to it. It's already a big enough deal that we have to have one of these already without having to draw attention to the fact with labels and stickers all over it and all the rest of it. I mean, it's obvious that the child, that the teacher carries this around with them is different to everybody else anyway. So this is our bum bag that we use. It's a little bit worn, it's a bit well used, but it still works quite well. So this bum bag goes with our son to the school every day. In fact, this is the bum bag that he takes wherever we go. So this is his bum bag, and the school already has 2 EpiPens on campus always. And the reason for that is that the first EpiPen, only when you first inject the EpiPen, it has about a 15-minute window. If an ambulance doesn't get there within that first 15 minutes and the child is still showing signs of anaphylaxis, you can administer the second pen. That's why having 2 pens is critical. Now, I'll show you what's in this bag. So we have our Claritine, which is just the antihistamine. You may use some other variety. We use Claritine. We've got 2 pens, 2 EpiPens in here. I just mentioned why we have 2. We've also got an asthma inhaler in here because our son gets asthma occasionally. And in the front pouch we have the actual asthma inhaler. So what we also have in here is just some wipes, because as you know, or may not know, if you get any substance on you that you shouldn't have on you, then you can just simply wipe it off before it becomes an issue. And we also have, last thing, we have the medical alert 24-hour card in here. Simply lists out what's going on for the ambulance officers and what sort of treatment that they should be looking at there, just in case. And that's what we keep in the bum bag. And it's very simple. That goes to school and travels around with the class wherever he may go. Sorry about that, so unprofessional, the batteries in my camera ran flat. So we just finished speaking about the bum bag and the critical necessity for having the bum bag and carrying it around wherever you go, especially at school. So I also want to point out to you too that if you want to be updated and keep updated with what we're doing here, I don't know which side it's on when this video comes out. It's either over this side or it's over this side here, but we have a sign up form. Put your name and email address in there and shoot us a question, and I'll get around to putting it on the show and answering your questions directly on the show. We'll have a question corner and I'll go through whatever questions that you ask me and I'll answer them for you. And also somewhere up here there'll be a link to the forum, and we have a forum so you can sign up and ask questions up there if you like to. And I endeavour to, and I am writing out a list of everything that everybody asks me so that I can get around to scheduling it into the show. And thank you for taking the time to watch these shows. I'm wrapped because the first episode has been watched about 350 times, and the second episode so far from last week has been watched over 150 times. So I'm wrapped. It means that I'm putting out some good content and people are actually absorbing what I'm actually putting out there, and I love that. That's what I'm doing this for. So I wish you all the best for the week, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye for now.